All right, the purpose of this video is going to be to review how we can customize the quality check um, application, more so when we're actually receiving products or delivering products, etc. So first thing I want to take a look at is I want to make sure I'm in debug mode, per usual. You can do that by going to settings, activate developer mode in V13. Obviously, I'm on Odoo Enterprise here. So, all right, now what I want to do is I actually want to go to quality, and I can open up quality. We'll create a quality check. And this is a brand new database, right? Excuse me, not a quality check, but a quality point, checkpoint. So we'll create, and we'll just say this is a test point product. I'm going to say test product. And I don't have any products in my database because, as I mentioned, it's brand new, but we'll add those here. And I want to make sure on all receipts, right, or deliveries, etc., or I could have manufacturing orders, or really any operation. I'm able to define, okay, I want to introduce this checkpoint at this operation, and then the control type here defines the frequency. I can do it on every operation, meaning every time I receive the test product, then I perform this function of a quality checkpoint. Or I could say base it randomly based on X percentage of operations, or periodically based on X number of days. I'm just going to do all operations. Type, we can do text, take a picture, pass, fail, and measure. So we'll do pass, fail as an example, and then instructions we can put here. Make sure to check the product to see if it is broken, and we can maybe keep that in bold to make it very apparent. If there's a failure, right, we could say be sure to do XYZ. And then any extra notes can be here. So now once we save this, on all operations, a pass-fail will be administered. Okay? So if we want to customize the information that we collect every time we do a quality check, we can do that. So we're going to go to quality checks, create, and it's here where I can begin to collect the data points, right? Because every time I do a quality check this out. So if I go to inventory, let's receive something. And if I create, we'll do product test, you will see every time I receive, a quality check will be required. Let's say I want to bring in, 1 unit of this. If I try to validate it, it'll tell me I can't. I have to do a quality check. So issue the quality check. It'll say make sure to check the product to see if it's broken. Either pass, fail, right? It's binary. If I fail it, it'll push me. If I pass it, great. Either way, it will record the quality check. Now when I go to the quality application, you will see when I go to quality checks, we have one. And here it is. You can see Nicholas Kosinski passed this at this particular time, 3:19 Eastern. And here's the test, right? So let's customize this and add some data points. And I'm going to use Odoo Studio to do some basic, creation of custom fields. And I'll then show you how to embed those custom fields into the workflow. So it is quite easy. For those of you who are not familiar with Odoo Studio, it allows you to drag and drop and add fields and things like that, and modify some basic workflows, reports, and also introduce things like automated actions, so on and so forth. So let's go over here to the quality checks. Oops, we'll go here, open this. We'll add some fields. Let's say I want to have a selection field here, and I want to have product damaged. I can have operator failure. I can have miscellaneous, right? And this will be called the root cause. We'll just call this the root of the check in the event that it fails. And we'll also say we want to, just another one is add a vendor. So we want to associate this product with the vendor when we're receiving it. That way, we can see all of that information. We can run reports to figure out, okay, show me all, quality checks which failed with a root cause equal to product damaged, and group by vendor and group by date. That will show me, okay, vendor X, for example, we have a number of products which have failed over the course of the last 3 months, more so, than double what every other vendor has. Let's talk to vendor X. Maybe we can, get a discount on additional products, or we can, work with them to correct the actions, etc. So that is just, a simple business example, but point being, we have 2 data points there. And with Studio, you can add as many field types here as you want, or data points which you want to track, as it may relate to one particular check. So now let's go to the back to inventory here, process, and I'm just going to quickly duplicate this for sake of the example. One, save. You'll see we have to do a quality check. Now, if I want to edit this screen or add any fields here, I can do so by editing the form. If I want to edit the fail screen, I can do so by going here and saying, edit the form view. And now here I can come in and actually, write something. So I can say field name equals X Studio root, for example, and underneath it we will put X Studio vendor. And just like that, when I refresh, and I'll just run another duplicate to be safe, starting from scratch, emitter 1, save it, run a quality check, fail, and let's see why this didn't save. I think I know why. So we want to do it down here. Sorry about that. As you can see, I am human. I too am making mistakes. That'll actually introduce that. Duplicate. Fail. Now we can see we have 2 fields which we can add here. So before I proceed with that, I actually want to go to the particular view, and I should know the name of the view, but I don't off the top of my head. I can hold my over here. It should show me the, I'll just go here, edit the form view. It's the quality check model. The view is basic view or form failure. So I actually want to do this, right? In B, I can say root cause. And then I also want to have one here called, vendor, we'll just call it vendor. And you'll see the change that this made here. So now when I go fail, you can see here root cause, and I can say product damaged, vendor, and I only have 2 vendors in my system, right? We'll say Nicholas Kaczynski, and I can save it, and it pushes it over. So now when I look at my latest quality check here, I can see, oops, where is it? There it is. So number 6, I can see product damaged and vendor is Nicholas Kaczynski. So all this information, it's collected at the time of receiving the product, and it's pushed into the quality app. Right, so there we are. I fail, root cause, product. Now let's do miscellaneous, and the vendor can be vendor X. Let's say I don't, I'll create the vendor on the fly right from there, and then I can just validate and move along with the workflow. Now, if I look at the quality, right, the bottom one for, I believe that would be the last, you'll see miscellaneous vendor X is all tracked here. And then what I could even do is I could go to the, I could go to my customer screen or vendor. I can see vendor X is here, and I could even, use a related field up here and say, QCs. And I can see all the quality checks where, right here, where that vendor, I can say right, I don't know, I'm just going to do money sign for an example, but you can use the file icons. But you go look at the vendor page and you can see all the quality checks here. You'll see a list of them. So you start to get an idea of the integration here that you're getting with Odoo. So that's really the, I think that's a really practical, customization, right? When you're doing quality checks, there's a lot of information that your reps may not remember to document. And if they don't remember to document it, well, then you want to implement some sort of solution that helps keep them on track and keeps all your information, documented in an efficient way. So that'll give you an idea. But if you have any other questions, or if you want me to take this a step further, align it with your workflows, you can see my email in the information of this video, in the description, I should say. Feel free to shoot me an email at any time. Happy to help. Thanks so much and have a great day.